Hello everybody, DBC here, back with another video. Today we are going over a DBC update. The first time in I think a year-ish. Holy crap. Probably like 6 to 8 months actually. But that's a long time. So let's go back with the DBC updates. This will be more common than usual. I'll try to make these more common as usual. I'll make these more vlog-like. But they won't be weekly, they'll be every time I get stuff done. So without further ado, a lot of you are probably wondering, Debrix, where have you been? Debrix, why did you stop making customs so much? Why do you stop? Honestly, I don't remember entirely. I think I was just disgusted by the LEGO community at the time, because, I don't want to go into too much details, but, a certain LEGO creator, but the community let him back, even though he did some pretty heinous stuff to a little girl, that's all I'm gonna say. And I essentially, I had no idea he was doing this at the same time either. I'm not going to say who, but it's a LEGO man, that's for sure. 22-year-old man that claimed to be a kid at one point. That's all I'm going to say. You all probably know him well because he comments on LEGO Marvel videos. Yeah. That's all I'm going to describe. Let's get on to actual custom updates. Alright, starting off with Cackletta, we have... Cackletta now. We have Cackletta. Oh my god, Cackletta Soul. It's been a while since I recorded, so please bear in mind I have not talked in ages. I haven't even been going to my mental health program, which I'm not going to describe what it is. Other than that, we have Cackletta Soul. She is complete. I gave her a new hand because her old hand came off, and it made it more bubbly. Unintentionally, but it is bubbly. Her hand is still the original hand she had since 2018 or 2019 or maybe 2020. Spots are still the same. Her head has been updated a little bit to give it more of a brighter red inside the mouth so it's not too bland or dull or whatever. Her eyes have a yellow ring around it. And the gem is actually painted now. So that's awesome. That's a complete minifigure. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, this one I haven't really fixed yet, but it's Kenny Cadet from FNAF. I'm going to sculpt him some arms, maybe hands as well, or give him baby hands from the LEGO Baby CMF. Not CMF, what the fuck? LEGO Baby minifigure. I'm probably going to give him those hands, or I'm just going to give him studs for hands. I don't know yet. It's he's too small to be a full-size figure, because if I compare him to someone like Blitzwolfer / Ben Wolf, I'm going to push him up a little bit. He's minifigures scale to an extent. It's just he's super hard to, sculpt arms for, because I used green stuff for him, and Procreate doesn't stick that well with green stuff. I did use some LEGO parts on this. It wasn't that too substantial. It was a jumper plate, yellow, and then trans red, 1x2, and a hole with a stud in it, and another stud with a hole in it. Personally, this isn't half bad, honestly. For what I've done here, I was pretty phenomenal at the time, and I did use some gunmetal gray and multicolored paints. Still need to sculpt his ears too. I'm gonna call it ears, even though it's just joints and stuff. Alright, next here we have is Grim Foxy. Grim Foxy here is a minifigure I have been wanting to fix for a while. I just didn't know how to do it. I did give him a Ninjago sickle because those work perfectly for Foxy's hook. If you want to use this design, please credit me if you want to, but it's not obligated. Honestly, if you want to credit me, that's fine. But I prefer you do. If you do use that design, but I don't know if anyone used it before me, so take that as you will. But yeah, here's Grim Foxy. I'm debating if I should make him red or orange. I'm still thinking about on the colors. The black spot inside the mouth is for his endoskeleton. If I can perfect that. But yeah, I might have to sculpt out his snout more and paint on more of a damage. But yeah, I'm using a Ninjago Deepstone armor that I had when I was a kid, so it's a 2015 variant. It was already cut up, so it really doesn't matter. But I would prefer if I didn't damage it, because that would have been cool to have some swords in the back. But yeah, that's not accurate. Just to keep in mind, I did this when I was younger. I did not do it recently with the whole cutting off deep stone armor, because I know how expensive these armors get at times for Ninjago, because LEGO doesn't include them in sets all the time. I did this when I was a minor. Just gonna say that right now. Alright, so we're gonna do a Toon one. Blitzwolfer is getting painted finally. His arms are fully painted except for the hands. I need to paint the hands in a pavement color. His head needs to be painted in pavement color, and same with his chest. Snout is fine. Ears need to be repainted. Torso needs to be painted in white. Legs need to be have another coat of white and gray. Excuse me, white and pewter gray. Then Candy the Cat over here. This is one of my older versions of Candy, like the version 1. Oh, you can't even see him. Yeah, this is my oldest version of Candy. I'm repainting him. I'm fixing him up. He's a nostalgic figure of mine, just like Sonic. I want to make him to like I don't want to rush this figure, but at the same time I want to keep him as standard as possible. So originally with this minifigure, I had sculpted him out to the point where he was way too thick. And like, I kind of cut that down just so I can have him as an original minifigure. There is some clay leftovers, but I'll be fixing that. I'll probably give him like the leg joints, the leg sculpting. But yeah, I mean, like, I want to make more Candies customs, but I'm unsure of it yet. Blitzwolfer, I think I already went over. He is barely started on. I would say he's like 25% done, maybe 20% done. Just because the hands are so easy to paint. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so System Air Toy Bonnie right here. He is going to be repainted into a back to basics. I cannot talk. Back to basics Toy Bonnie. Because if you look down here, he was clearly Toy Bonnie. So I'm going to revert him back. I'm going to make a whole new Toy Bonnie. And after that, I'll make a whole new System Air Toy Bonnie. Because I want to keep this as intact as possible. The teeth might just be different, honestly. Because, like, I'm not painting the whole bottom layer of teeth. Because, like, he's a rabbit. 1, 2 is because, like, he's already chipping. And 3, it's kind of obvious that, this is Toy Bonnie. Because he's sculpted and everything. Because there's still blue in the back. But, yeah. So, this will be fully repainted back to Toy Bonnie. I'll be making a whole new System Air Toy Bonnie. If anybody cares, if I get enough comments or likes, I'll make another Toy Bonnie. I know that AR basically sparked the channel to get to 200 or 300. One of those two. So I mean, thought of a good subscriber special for 600 because I'm growing a little bit fast with my subscriber count. I can't even think of good ideas besides room tours because I've been growing so fast with those Lego reviews and Mix of Customs as well. But yeah, let's move on to the next custom. Alright, so I think I forgot to show this. So this is made out of a bootleg minifigure, like most of my customs nowadays. The head is my original Sonic custom you saw in that archive post I posted. I cannot talk, but it's one of those. And I repurposed it. I've only painted on the, what's it called? The blue color, because like the original blue color, well, the secondary blue color, the original blue color got painted over in like gloss apple barrel paint. I did that, and now it has like hair remnants on it because like how it got stuck to a lot of things. So like, if you plan to make customs, do not use gloss. Do not use apple barrel gloss. It will stick to absolutely everything. Like literally, gloss is not good. At least use Mod Podge if you plan to do that. Even that will stick to some things if you use too much of it. Or you can just keep it matte and keep it like feeling like a custom matte and stuff like that. Or you can use Krylon, but I haven't tested those out yet, so I can't fully recommend it yet. But yeah, so we have Sonic here. I'm remaking him. Got painted his torso. I'm going to make this as simple as possible to give it the whole, vibes of like an older customizer. Well, a younger customizer. I don't know how to describe it. My older self, younger, more naive, less toxic, etc. Shadow Freddy's getting worked on. I do have a golden Freddy head somewhere. I don't know where I placed it. I think it's in my parts bin. Yeah, I think it's in my parts bin. But yeah, this is a mold of my original Withered Shadow Freddy head. Withered Golden Freddy head. I'm repurposing this into making it a purple Shadow Freddy instead of a black Shadow Freddy. Still got to paint one of the legs. Probably got to sculpt on the toes or paint on the toes. I don't know. They had to be sanded because like the other one was, quite bad. It was like hot glued, super glued, mixed on. And it like was really interfering with how Lego-like it was. It was looking too much like an action figure. This kind of looks like an action figure too, but like I only plan to I plan to keep the arms non-sculpted on this one. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, Shadow Freddy here. He's purple iris. Nothing much to go over. I do need to paint his back up a little bit so he has a little bit more, Then I'm going to weather him as well and add some damage marks on him because he's a damaged animatronic. He ain't no clean animatronic, so yeah. This may be a bit of a shocker. I have not worked on Jacko Bonnie for quite a while. I plan to make him better again. He's fully sculpted too. I don't even know how I pulled this off because I think I did this in a rush, mostly. Because like the legs look partially fine. They are accurate to his in-game counterpart. In some areas, the left leg's a bit iffy, but I don't want to change that. His sculpt is pretty good as well. I'm just missing his ears, and after ears, he should be a phenomenal figure. It's like, this took me so long to make. It really did. And I definitely need to replace those ears. Because he has a free section ears in the game, and I only have like 2 on... No, I don't even have 2 on here anymore. It was the 2, but now it's like... Because they broke off because I resculpted everything. We're down to 0. And I still have yet to finish this guy. And... I guess since we're over here, I might as well show you some prehistoric customs. Actually, before I do that, I have not forgotten about Jet Ray. This was originally the Blitzwolfer head. I know, a total change entirely. So this is going to be Jet Ray's head. I'm going to make the eyes different, and I'm going to sculpt over this and make it a mouth. And that basically should make Jet Ray. I do want to cut off his back part, though, because it's kind of annoying, and it's probably kind of being a pain in the butt, too. But so far, this head sculpt is alright. I did have to cut some of it because, like, I did have to cut this off of plastic cutters. Please be careful of those if you're a kid. Just gonna say that right now. Same with the X-Acto knife. Be careful with that as well. But yeah, this will be Jet Ray's head. Alright, now let's get on to some prehistoric stuff. Alright, for prehistoric stuff, here is my Funtime Freddy original, Plush Trap original, and Plush Trap version 2 of my originals. Before the whole glow up I had with sculpting and stuff. I don't even know how that happened, honestly. I think I just got like good out of nowhere. I honestly do not remember. But yeah, we have Funtime Freddy, generic. He's using ball jointed arms, which I failed on that as well. So yeah, I gotta fix that, or just give him, no arm movement. Plush Trap here, this was made before the game released. The one with the missing ear, that's halfway cut off. That's the original one before the whole game came out. At first, because I thought it was, like FNAF 4, I thought all the eye colors would be the same because the whole hue that they had. Like, Plush Trap was in a dark room, you could barely see him, and we didn't even know what he looked like until, like, roughly release, or after release. That's when this one came in. Yeah, he's a bit, destroyed because I had to glue him and stuff like that, but he's still a phenomenal figure if you ask me. And Steve Ward painted, but I think I painted him fully green under that because like you got the whole glue and stuff like that ruined it. And he did have a chair, that's why there's some brown stuff underneath here. I'm gonna fully resculpt that. Then I'm gonna plug this in and so it can be in the chair. Or I'm gonna take the stud off and I'm gonna put this in so I can put like the chair in it. I don't know, I'm still figuring stuff out because this is a sculpty based custom and I don't want to like the Procreate sticking to it. Because I do want to make that chair again because it was pretty unique and unique for its time. It was really, really cool too. This Plush Trap, I basically made him like a floating doll, basically. This is essentially what the original Plush Trap was in mind, a floating doll with, animatronic parts. Kind of like Springtrap to an extent. I should have given him different eyes. I might repaint those. I'm not entirely sure yet. And yes, he does have some dark red paint to represent pizza sauce / blood splatter. But yep. That's for Plush Trap. Version 1 and version 2. Funtime Freddy, on the other hand, he is a sculpty based custom. He is sanded down a little bit. But he's still one of my first. So I don't want to destroy him because his head sculpt's quite good. But he's missing his upper teeth. That's a bad thing. He's missing his upper teeth and some other things. I could just paint those on. Or sculpt them on later, but I don't know, honestly. Because, like, without these bottom teeth, he looks kind of boring. I don't know if I can sculpt upper teeth because of how big his snout is. And I don't want to use this paint again because it's not the purple iris. It's like a deep purple, what it's called, I think. And that stuff chips and it fades and it gets all crusty and stuff and it peels off. It's bad, honestly. I do not recommend apple barrel gloss at all. It is really, really bad. I had to like sand this guy down because he was using apple barrel gloss. You can probably see some remnants of it, maybe. Some remnants, maybe. And probably not. It's too sanded down. But yeah, he was using that. Shadow Freddy was using that. And that destroyed the figure entirely. I don't know how. I had to sand everything down to fix it. Alright, I don't know if I've shown my updated mediocre melody of Mr. Hippo. But I do have Ned Bear in the works. He's been in the works for quite a while. This was sculpted in January, I think. Before I took a 4-month hiatus from customs. Because I was really disappointed. I thought I lost some of my friends. But I don't know exactly. Kind of lost at the moment. But yeah, Ned Bear. He's going to be painted in beige and light tan. Then after... Oh crap, is that cracking? Oh yeah, he's using brown parts. Oh god. He's using brown parts of double molded legs. Oh, crap. Wait, is he? He snapped, so... Brown and green. Yeah, those are brown and green parts. Okay, I need to be really gentle with this custom for now on. Yeah. Okay, I did not even know that. So I gotta be really careful with him or be have to glue his legs. Yeah, so Ned Bear here. I fully sculpted him from the ground up. I have his ears still on there. I just resculpted him. Snout is fully resculpted. I gave him his buck teeth. Gave him his buck teeth, his normal bottom teeth. I gave him his bow tie. It's mostly as good as I can get it. As best as I can get it. It's not just a straight triangle at this thin triangle at this point. It has some dimension to it. It'll be painted later. His arms are sculpted like how they should be from Pizza Sim. His legs are using the original FNAF 1 style from Minifigure Maniacs. And the head is like Make Eternity's design. I just, implemented on here. But yeah, that keeps snapping. I hope that does not break. Because, it feels like it's going to break. I mean, that sounds like it's going to break really bad. So, I got to leave this figure alone until it's painted. But yeah. Alright, last thing here. I have Radioactive Foxy right here. This guy is going to be painted into a normal Foxy. Because that's what would have probably what decent customs and games would have wanted. I'm reverting this back to Foxy. Originally it was going to be Foxy, but then I was like, hey, as you can see right there is some dark red. I was like, hey, maybe I should make this Radioactive Foxy since a Toxic Wasteland is coming out. This will be an easy custom. A few years later, I regret it, and I gotta fix up this guy again. Luckily his paint job isn't that bad. Honestly, it's really not that hard to make either. You'll have some green in there when he's showcased, but it's fine, honestly. But yeah, overall, I think that's it. Honestly, I do have Broiler Circus Baby too. Broiler Baby, whatever you want to call her. She's getting a full new head sculpt. This one's getting tossed in the trash because it's not good. Yeah, I mean, I could probably sculpt over it again. And then just make it a lot larger and just paint everything on. Her pigtails are going to be the biggest pain because I don't remember how I did my original Circus Baby pigtails. I tried replicating this with that head. No, I tried replicating it, but it failed. I just took inspiration from the original head and I tried replicating it, but that failed miserably. So this is probably going to be tossed or something like that. Or if I can make it back to normal mostly, I'm going to repurpose this head into something else. Probably like a Ballora or something like that. I don't know. Clockwork Ballora. I mean, that could work, but I don't know. Her snout, or whatever you want to call this, her face is pretty big, and I don't know how I'm going to fix it. So yeah. And I don't know why. With all my FNAF AR customs, I would usually give them their, secondary color for their eyes, like silver, red, black, blue, etc. Kind of like the FNAF 4. FNAF 4 design I originally had when I was younger, when I thought these were all going to be animatronic based. For Plushtrap, for example, and the Nightmare animatronics. Instead, they had their own unique colored eyes. I think I did that again with here, honestly. So, I didn't realize in the game they had a white base at the bottom. So, I'm going to have to figure that out too. I did fix Liberty Chica and Firework Freddy. Those will not be showcased due to, reasons. I don't want to showcase them. 1, 2, it's like probably bad timing. It's like originally, back when I finished those, it was like during the whole, pandemic, I guess, or almost over pandemic. But now, like, there's some bad stuff going on with the USA. I don't want to say what it is because, kids channel basically. And yeah, I really don't want to do that. So, like, I'm going to push those back until, like, probably, like, August or November. They're not going to be showcased on July 4th because I would do that, but I'm not going to do that because, like, I don't know. They are July 4th specials, but, like, at the same time, like, they're not even canon at this point, I would say. I mean, if an FAR emails are canon, but the whole every character in their game, I would say the toys are canon, Golden Freddy's canon, Springtrap's canon, Core Band's canon, Toy animatronics are canon, few of the sister location, and I guess Lefty was canon. No, Funtime Freddy's canon. Lefty was left out, but I'll consider him canon to an extent because he did look pretty cool. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for this DBC update. Thanks for watching. Bye.